Have you ever found yourself too anxious, too overwhelmed, and not being able to just relax? I have. Today I'm going to show you 2 techniques, breath and sight. As you can see, there's a white dot in the corner, right? That was the episode on focusing. To focus is the opposite, really, of what we're trying to do. So to be focused, you need to raise the level of alertness of the body. Here, we try to lower it down. So before we go into the techniques, I want to explain to you what the autonomic nervous system is. Last time I just superficially explained it, but now I want to go deeper and get you to really understand the complementary system that is the autonomic nervous system. The autonomic nervous system is a set of bodily physiological functions that are going on in your body autonomously, which is unconsciously, and they do it automatically. You don't really need to think about it. For example, your heart beating, your breath, your digestion, your body temperature. There's a lot of functions in your body that you don't really think about, but they do happen automatically, and without them, you die. And therefore, by influencing this system, you can influence how your body reacts to things. There are 2 main responses: the sympathetic response and the parasympathetic response. These 2 responses really govern what happens in your body. These 2 states are really complementary. Let me explain. The sympathetic state is also called fight or flight state. That is because in this particular state, you are more alert. These 2 states are really anchored in our instincts, because the fight or flight response is when we sense danger. So the body reacts in a certain way. The body needs to be ready in front of the danger. This state we are in is to focus, to take as much as information as possible in our environment and be able to process these information and understand what to do, either to fight or to flee. And on the other side of the spectrum, we have the parasympathetic state. This is the rest and digest. So when there is no danger, the body goes into a state of relaxation. It does other functions of the body that is stopped when it is in sympathetic state. For example, you won't be digesting your meal when there's danger near you. Instead, the body is going to restrict the blood that goes into your stomach, your digestive system, and it's going to push it to your muscles, so you're ready to use them, right? And that's why in this relaxation state, the body is ready to digest, to rest, to relax. And this is the state we want to go in when we relax. But how do we do it? Simple. There are 2 tools, and it's the same as the other side of the spectrum. A summary of last episodes: to focus, you need to increase the duration of your inhales, and you need to focus on one single point. That's why there's a white dot there, so you can focus on it. Let's flip those around, and what do we get? First, for our breath, we need to extend our exhales. Inhale sharply, exhale slowly. It's better to do it through the nose, but you can do it through the mouth too. And just by doing this 3 times, your body enters the parasympathetic nervous state, and therefore you get into relaxation. I often do it with my eyes closed because there's no stimuli from the eyes, from our visual sense, and it's easier to relax. Because when we open our eyes, there's a lot of information coming in, right? So closing your eyes is one option, but there's another option if you want to keep your eyes open, and that is to use your peripheral vision. So instead of focusing on one point, you need to focus on everything around you. How do you do that? So I came up with a solution, and it is to try to look at both corners of your peripheral vision. So you want to focus and look at everything, right? See? And that's how you get to, and by doing that, you soften your gaze. You look at everything, you're not focusing on anything, and you just keep that soft gaze. By doing that, you relax your visual sense. But as I said earlier, you can also just close your eyes and try to do that peripheral vision with your eyes closed, actually. You can soften your gaze while your eyes are closed. Because sometimes we focus on our pupils and, well, you're still in active state. With your eyes closed, try to look at both sides of your peripheral vision as if you're seeing, and you're just relaxing your gaze. That's it. So whenever you feel stress coming up or just want to relax, either to go to sleep, for example, at the end of the day, or when you're stressed in your commute, you can use these two tools super easily. So by extending your exhales and softening your gaze. Thank you very much for listening to this one. I hope that it will help you in your well-being, and please make sure to teach this to somebody else that may need it, and because it's the best way to learn, to teach someone, and to teach someone means that you really understood. So please teach a friend and implement this in your daily life. Thank you again for listening, and see you soon.